If you're over 75 and you wake up feeling weaker than when you went to bed, what you ate last night might be stealing your strength while you sleep. Most people think muscle loss happens during the day, but research suggests that for seniors, the real damage often happens between dinner and morning. And the worst part? You probably have no idea it's happening. After 75, your body changes how it processes food at night. What used to be a harmless evening snack can now interfere with the very process your muscles need to repair themselves. And if you keep eating these foods before bed, you might wake up weaker, stiffer, and more tired every single day. This isn't about getting older. It's about what happens when nighttime eating works against your body instead of with it. Here's what most doctors never explain. When you're younger, your body can handle almost anything you eat, no matter what time of day. But after 75, your metabolism slows down dramatically at night. Your digestive system doesn't work as efficiently. Your insulin response changes, and your muscles become far more sensitive to what you put in your body during those evening hours. So, when you eat certain foods late in the day, your body has to spend all night trying to process them instead of doing what it's supposed to do, which is repair your muscles, reduce inflammation, and restore your strength for the next morning. And here's the part that surprises most people. It's not just about eating too much or eating junk food. Some of the foods that drain your strength at night are things you've been told are healthy. Things you might eat every single evening without a second thought. Studies indicate that seniors who avoid these specific foods after 6 p.m. report feeling stronger in the morning, sleeping more soundly, and maintaining better energy throughout the day. But the ones who keep eating them, they often struggle with unexplained weakness, poor sleep quality, and a gradual loss of independence that seems to come out of nowhere. The truth is, your nighttime routine might be more important than your daytime diet when it comes to staying strong after 75. Think about this for a moment. How many mornings have you woken up feeling stiff, achy, or drained, even after a full night's sleep? You might blame it on age. You might think it's just arthritis or bad sleep. But what if it's actually something you ate 6 or 7 hours earlier? Most seniors are never warned about this. They're told to eat healthy, stay active, and get enough rest. But no one explains that timing matters just as much as what you eat. And when you eat the wrong foods at night, your body can't do its job. Your muscles don't recover. Inflammation builds up, and you wake up feeling older than you did the day before. This is why nighttime matters more than days after 75, because nighttime is when your body is supposed to rebuild itself, and if you interfere with that process, you pay for it the next morning. So, if you've been feeling weaker lately, if your legs feel heavy by midday, or if you just don't have the strength you used to, the answer might not be more exercise or more vitamins. It might be as simple as changing what you eat after the sun goes down. Let's talk about why this happens, and more importantly, which foods are causing it.
Here's what's really going on inside your body at night after 75. When you fall asleep, your body is supposed to enter repair mode. Your muscles start rebuilding the tiny fibers that break down during the day. Your immune system works to reduce inflammation, and your cells clean out waste and restore energy for tomorrow. But all of that only happens if your digestive system isn't overwhelmed. If your body is too busy processing food, especially the wrong kinds of food, it can't focus on repair. It's like trying to fix your car while the engine is still running. It just doesn't work. Research suggests that after age 75, your digestive system slows down by nearly 40% at night compared to earlier in life. That means food sits in your stomach longer. It takes more energy to break down, and it triggers responses in your body that can actually interfere with muscle recovery. Let me explain this in a way that makes sense. When you eat, your body releases insulin to help process sugar and carbohydrates. In a younger person, this happens quickly and efficiently, But after 75, your body becomes what scientists call insulin resistant at night. That means your pancreas has to work harder, your blood sugar stays elevated longer, and your muscles don't get the signal they need to repair themselves. And here's where it gets worse. High insulin levels at night also trigger inflammation, and inflammation is one of the biggest enemies of muscle strength in older adults. It breaks down muscle tissue faster than your body can rebuild it. It causes stiffness and soreness, and over time it leads to that gradual weakness that so many seniors experience but can't explain. This gets worse if you eat foods that are high in sugar, refined carbs, or certain types of fat late in the evening, because those foods cause the biggest insulin spikes and the most inflammation. But it's not just about insulin. There's another factor most people don't know about. Your body has a natural rhythm called your circadian rhythm. It's like an internal clock that tells your body when to be awake and when to sleep. And part of that rhythm controls how your digestive system works. Studies indicate that after 75, your circadian rhythm becomes much more sensitive. When you eat late at night, you're working against that rhythm. Your stomach isn't ready to digest food, your liver isn't ready to process nutrients, and your muscles aren't ready to use the energy from what you're eating. So instead of fueling your body, late-night eating actually drains it. Your body has to use energy to digest food when it should be using that energy to repair muscles and restore strength. And if you do this night after night, the effects compound. You wake up a little weaker each day, your recovery takes a little longer, and over weeks and months, you start to notice real changes in your strength and independence. Now, here's the part that gives people hope. This is completely reversible. Your body is incredibly resilient, even after 75. If you stop eating the foods that interfere with nighttime recovery, your muscles can start rebuilding themselves again, your inflammation levels can drop, and you can wake up feeling stronger and more energized, sometimes within just a few days. But first, you need to know which foods are causing the problem, because like I said earlier, some of them might surprise you. These aren't just the obvious junk foods. Some of them are foods you've been eating for years, thinking they were perfectly healthy. Let's go through them one by one so you know exactly what to avoid and why. The first food to stop eating at night after 75 is bread and baked goods. I know this might be hard to hear, especially if you love a piece of toast before bed or a muffin in the evening. But bread, especially white bread and anything made with refined flour, causes a massive spike in blood sugar and insulin at night. And as we just talked about, high insulin levels interfere with muscle repair and increase inflammation. Even whole grain bread can be a problem if you're eating it late in the day. Research suggests that for seniors, eating bread after 6 p.m. is linked to higher levels of morning stiffness and slower muscle recovery overnight. If you've been waking up with sore legs or achy joints, this could be why. The second food is red meat, especially fatty cuts like steak or ribs. Now, red meat is fine during the day. It's a great source of protein and iron, but at night, it's a different story. Red meat takes hours to digest, and after 75, your digestive system simply can't handle it as well in the evening. Studies indicate that eating red meat within 4 hours of bedtime can disrupt sleep quality and increase inflammation markers by the next morning. And when your sleep is disrupted, your muscles don't get the deep rest they need to recover. You wake up feeling exhausted, even if you were in bed for 8 hours. The third food might surprise you. It's cheese. Cheese is delicious. It's a great source of calcium and protein, but it's also high in saturated fat, and it's very difficult to digest at night. For seniors, eating cheese in the evening has been linked to increased acid reflux, bloating, and poor sleep. And when you're not sleeping well, your body can't repair itself. Plus, cheese often comes with crackers or bread, which makes the insulin spike even worse. So if you've been having cheese and crackers as a nighttime snack, this could be draining your strength without you realizing it. The fourth food is ice cream or any kind of sugary dessert. This one probably isn't a surprise, but it's worth explaining why it's so damaging at night.
Sugar causes the biggest insulin spike of any food, and when you eat it before bed, your body spends the entire night trying to bring your blood sugar back down. That means your muscles don't get repaired, your inflammation levels stay high, and you wake up feeling weak and foggy. Research suggests that seniors who eat dessert within 3 hours of bedtime have lower muscle strength and slower recovery times compared to those who avoid it. Now, I know this list might feel overwhelming. You might be thinking, what am I supposed to eat? Don't worry, this is fixable, and in the next few minutes, I'm going to tell you exactly what you can eat instead, so you can start rebuilding your strength and waking up feeling better.
Let's talk about what you can eat at night that actually supports your strength instead of draining it. The key is to focus on foods that are easy to digest, low in sugar and refined carbs, and high in nutrients that help your muscles recover while you sleep. One of the best things you can eat in the evening is a small portion of lean protein, like chicken breast, turkey, or white fish. These proteins are easy to digest, and they give your muscles the amino acids they need to repair themselves overnight. Research suggests that seniors who eat a small serving of lean protein at dinner have better muscle maintenance and feel stronger in the morning. Another great option is leafy greens like spinach, kale, or lettuce. These vegetables are packed with magnesium, which helps your muscles relax and recover. And they're very low in calories and carbs, so they won't cause an insulin spike or interfere with your sleep. You can also have a small serving of healthy fats like avocado, olive oil, or a handful of unsalted almonds. Healthy fats are anti-inflammatory, and they help your body absorb important vitamins that support muscle health. If you're still hungry after dinner, a small bowl of berries like blueberries or strawberries is a great choice. Berries are low in sugar compared to other fruits, and they're full of antioxidants that reduce inflammation and help your body recover overnight. And if you want something warm and comforting, a cup of herbal tea like chamomile or ginger tea is perfect. It's soothing, it helps with digestion, and it won't interfere with your sleep or muscle recovery. The most important thing is to stop eating at least 3 hours before you go to bed. That gives your body time to finish digesting so it can focus on repair and recovery while you sleep. Now, I want to be clear about something. This isn't about being perfect. You don't have to avoid these foods forever. If you want a piece of bread or a scoop of ice cream once in a while, that's okay. The goal is to avoid these foods most nights, especially if you've been feeling weaker or more tired lately. Because when you make this one simple change, when you stop eating the foods that interfere with your nighttime recovery, the results can be remarkable. Many seniors report feeling stronger within just a few days. They wake up with more energy, their joints feel less stiff, their legs feel lighter, and over time they notice real improvements in their strength and independence. Studies indicate that seniors who avoid late-night refined carbs, sugar, and hard-to-digest foods have significantly better muscle mass, better sleep quality, and better overall health compared to those who don't make this change. And the best part? This is something you can start tonight. You don't need a doctor's appointment. You don't need expensive supplements. You just need to be mindful of what you're eating in the evening and give your body the chance to do what it's designed to do, which is repair itself and keep you strong. If you're over 75 and you've been struggling with weakness, fatigue, or feeling older than you should, this could be the missing piece. Because your body is still capable of being strong and resilient. It just needs the right conditions to recover. And when you give it those conditions, when you stop eating the foods that drain your strength at night and start eating the foods that support your muscles, you can regain the energy and independence you thought you'd lost. So tonight, before you go to bed, think about what you're eating. Ask yourself if it's helping your body or hurting it. And if it's one of those foods we talked about, leave it for earlier in the day or skip it altogether. Your future self will thank you. Because waking up stronger, feeling more energized, and staying independent as you age isn't about luck. It's about making small, smart choices every single day. And this is one of the easiest and most powerful changes you can make.
If this information was helpful to you, consider subscribing so you don't miss future videos on staying strong and healthy after 75, because there's so much more we need to talk about when it comes to protecting your strength and your independence as you age. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.